This is some big historical news. This show is called Finding the Human Factor on Earth. This is what we have to do. We have to seek out finding the human factor on Earth again. Study the bugs or power they're killing. People are joining ISIS because they think it's some kind of glory. It's no kind of glory. 30,000 children are starving a day. Thousands upon thousands have Ebola. It's a sickness of human life. The world is spreading war. The world is spreading more growth. The world is a fight with each other, fight against each other. Finding that human factor. It's the only thing on earth that's missing. It's finding the human factor. Battling, because ISIS isn't going to fight anybody. They're just going to run and hide amongst the people of the city. That's why they were masked, so they can't be identified. But killing people on this earth has gotten out of control. Beating children has gotten out of control. It's been a sadness of human life for a long time now. Domestic abuse costs us about $8 trillion a year to fight. $8 trillion a year. That's a staggering amount of money. A staggering amount of money for the world to have to fight. Honor killings, butchery, chopping women's heads off, chopping people's heads off. We've become more animal than human. And that human factor has to be found. Human factor has to be found in many nations on this earth because it's missing. All there is the killing factor. People think going from here to another land just to kill people. There's no way out once you get in. There's no way out. It's a death sentence. All you're getting is a death sentence. This is not a jihad. Make no mistake about it. This is not a jihad. This is not a holy war. This is a slaughter for money, for power, and for greed. And that's all it is. These people are narcissistic, sociopathic, and you're going to be the one that gets them off of your back. Think about it before you go to these nations. That's the human factor, is to think. That's the human factor, is to think. Think about it before you go to these nations. Start killing people you don't even know. Start killing innocents you don't even know. Putting a mop back on your back to commit suicide. There's nothing glorious in taking human lives. There's nothing holy about it. It's murder, it's genocide, it's slaughter. Hitler did it, now ISIS is doing it. Domestic abuse and Ebola is doing enough problems to the world now. But now ISIS and drafting of people for human life. It's not a holy war. It's a slaughter. If you really pay attention to Syria, Iraq, it's just a slaughter. They're killing anything that moves. Any human being that moves or doesn't do what they tell them, they're killing. The Yazidis, the Christians, just Kurds, Sunnis, Shiites, doesn't matter. They want to kill. That's all they have on their mind is killing. They want to kill. They want to execute human life. There is no human factor. There is no human factor. There's no human feeling. Where you have a group with no human feeling that is trained to kill, that's all they're going to do is kill, mutilate, rape, plunder countries. Now we talk about arming rebels in Syria. What rebels do you arm? What rebels do you arm? There are battles going on all over Syria by the different terrorist groups, by Assad. But the fight is a war of attrition with many, many sides and many, many effects. This is a battle for life. This is a battle for life. That's what it's become. That's what's finding the human factor on Earth is. This is a battle for life. It's a battle. They make it a battle for death. It's a battle for life. It's a battle for people who have no way to survive. They have no way to survive. They have no food. They have no water. 200,000 are dead already. There are 30,000 children that starve to death a day in this country. There are people that are raped every day. Where's that human factor? Joining a group like ISIS, it's not going to make you glorified. It's not going to make you holy. It's not going to make you anything but dead. And that's the human factor. That's the human factor. What do people get out? People think that taking a human life is something glorious. It isn't. It isn't. Take my word for it, it isn't. It isn't glorious. It's inhuman and unholy. And that's the truth of human life. That's the fact of human life. Those that don't care about human life don't give a damn. It's kill, kill, kill. That's all it is. People talking at tape, inviting people over there to join like it's a party. It's not a party. Even the people that are there now want to get out. There is no way out. The only way out is death. You can't be trusted to come back here because they fought, set, killed against human life. So how do you trust them to come back here and live a normal life again? It's a war without a winner. It's a war without a winner. Both in Iraq and Syria. A war is without winners. Because there's so many factions fighting each other. Which ones do you trust? Which one do you trust? Which one do you trust? The human factor is missing from a lot of human life. From a lot of human life. From the hunger, to the rape, to the physical, domestic abuse of women and children, to the war in ISIS, to the war in Iraq, war in Syria, war in Lebanon, war in Somalia, wars all over the world. You know, there are 42 wars going on all over the world in Ukraine now. 42 wars. There's no human factor. There's no human factor. There's no human feeling. It's people kill each other for no meaning. Killing with no meaning. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's killing with no meaning. And that's all it is. Think about it. It's the human factor. It's making logical, honest, helpful to human life. Not butchering and slaughtering and genocide. That's the fact of human life. That's the reality of human life. This is not a holy war. Anybody that says it is just dreaming. These people are not holy warriors. These people are looking for oil. Why do you think they're trying to ransom off people before they had them? Why do you think they're trying to ransom off people before they had them? Because they want money to finance their war. They want money to pay their jihadists, or whatever you want to call them. These people aren't war heroes. These people are murdering, non-empathetic, narcissistic sociopaths who know nothing of human kindness, human care, human treatment. And as long as this goes on, you're going to have a war that you can't win. You're going to have a war that you can't win. You arm the Syrian rebels. Well, what good is it going to do if you arm the wrong rebels? Which rebels do you arm? You have to make a fact of which rebels you're going to arm. Because it's a war that has several factions, several factors, several human beings, several human being types. And joining this group is narcissistic. There's no thrill in killing people. There's no thrill in killing people. There's no thrill. There's no rush. There's no adrenaline flow. It's just death. Body turns cold and is dead. An innocent life. Innocent life we're talking about. We're not talking about people who've killed other people. We're talking about innocent lives here. They're being killed by a bunch of narcissistic sociopaths. People want to join us? For what? For what? What are you going to get out of it? You think you're going to come back here being some heroic hero? Nobody's going to reward you for the killing of human innocents. And that's what people are doing around the world. They're killing human innocents. When somebody threatens them, they take off their mask and they run and hide in front of the people. They run and hide with the people and turn against. Just like that. You turn against the Islamic jihadists. Where's the war? Where's the war? Raping women to call it an act of war? No. This is the sadness of human life. The depletion of the human race. Human gene pool. That's all it is. That's all it is. They're just going to take off their masks and fade right back in to the areas where people are at, acting like they know nothing about ISIS. Acting like they know nothing about ISIS. After they've killed and bombed and butchered and raped and plundered everything they could plunder. Is the U.S. task going to do any good? I don't know. You just don't know. They're hitting Iraq. Now are they going to hit Syria? I don't know. It all depends what happens. But unless you're a trooper, unless you're in the Army, you're in the Marines, you're in some type of army, a bunch of wild bullies called ISIS. It's not an army. It's not an army. That's all they are. It's a bunch of wild bullies taking, butchering, slaughtering, killing human life for nothing. Freeing people out for nothing. That's all it is. Assad's the same way. So Assad didn't realize that his own revenge could turn against him. And now he's fighting. Where do you win? Where do you win? Wars of attrition, killing of innocents, killing of human beings who just want to live their lives. Where do you win? What do you win? Think it makes you holy? Think it makes you some kind of hero? That you killed an innocent human being, an unarmed human being? We're talking about unarmed human beings they're killing here. We're talking about unarmed human beings besides the rebels that they're killing here. There are millions and millions of people in both these nations that are getting systematically slaughtered. That's the genocide. That's the genocide of both nations. It's a crippling, annihilating war, death, innocence. That's all it is. That's the sadness in life. That's the sadness in life. So these people will take off their hoods and take off their masks. And just like cowards they are, they'll take and they'll fade back into the ground, use the innocent people to protect their lives. And that's the sadness in life. That's the failure in life. They want you to be their victim. They want you to be their victim. That's all they want. When you come from America, you come from Britain, you come from the UK, you come from any country on this earth, you're going to be their victim. You're not going to be a hero. You're not going to be a holy warrior. You're going to be their victim. You're the one that's going to put the bow on your back. You're the one that's going to be put out in the forefront, or unless they behead you. But there is no reward for the slaughter of innocent people, because that's what these people do. When they get caught or afraid they're going to get caught, they take off their hoods and fade into the ground. It's not a holy warrior. It's not even a warrior. A warrior fights to the death. A warrior doesn't run and hide in urban cities where people are. They don't run and hide. These are not people with backbones. They're people that you hear back. Why people want to join this sick, narcissistic, sociopathic group of ISIS, I'll never understand. Or any terrorist group, for that matter. Or any terrorist group. So you got to realize, you're the one. You're the one. You're the one. You're leaving a country that gives you freedom to go fight a war. That's not a war. It's an execution. It's a slaughter. It's a butchery. It's barbarism. That's all it is. This is no war. It's no war in Iraq. It's the slaughter of human life, human beings, men, women, and children. Where does it end? Where does the human factor begin? That's the truth of human life. That's the fact of human life. Where does it end and where does it begin? How do you decide to go? Because somebody says it's some kind of big party, you can do whatever you want. You can take whatever life you want. Is it? You have to think the human factor first. What do these people do? Do they fight the war? Do the leaders fight the war? No. No. People like you who go over there are the ones in the war zone. They're the ones that are getting shot at by all different factions. It's a war nobody can win. It's a war nobody can win. Because there are too many factors, there are too many sides, there are too many people. If you arm the rebels, let's hope you arm the right rebels, and not the wrong rebels. Give more weapons to groups like ISIS to grow, get more powerful. Because they're nothing. They're nothing. They're absolutely nothing. They're feeding off the flesh of people in a nation that can't help themselves. And that's the sadness of human life. It has to be stopped. That's like I said, I'm not a proponent of war. I'm not a proponent of killing any human life. But this has to be stopped. This has to be stopped, and it has to be stopped now. Because too many innocents have died. 200,000 something. How many have been butchered? How many have been bad? Stephen Solomow, James Fowler. You don't think they bad you if you don't do what you tell them? Once you're in there, there is no way back. And that's the truth of human life. Once you go there, you willingly go there. They explain to you how to get there. You're not going to get a reward. You're not going to get a reward. You're not going to get a big wad of cash. You're not going to be a hero. Well, they may treat you like a hero, but you're going to be the first victim put in the line of fire. You're going to be the first victim put in the line of fire. Because these leaders are nothing but cowards who use other people, hungry people. People are tired. People are to kill. People, all they know is kill. They're like a wild bunch. Like a wild bunch of animals run loose in the desert. No way to stop them. So they plunder their way through cities. They chop, butcher, kill, and maim anything they can. That's not war. It's insanity. That's just total insanity. That's the inhuman factor. That's the inhuman factor. Finding the human factor is putting down the guns and living in peace, living in serenity. Because there's enough oil in all these nations to take care of their people. Do they? No, they don't. They don't. They give a damn less as long as they get their share of the money and the power and the glory. I think it's some kind of glory, some kind of jihad or some kind of hero. You'll never be remembered as a hero. You'll be remembered as a victim, as a dead person. Nobody will ever think about you again. Nobody will ever think about you again. Once you're in, you can't come back. You can't turn the clock back. Once you go there, believe that rhetoric that they tell you, that this is some kind of whoopie-doo rock party or something, like going to the Rolling Stones house. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. Thousands are joining the fight. Fight what? What are they fighting for? Nothing. Control of people. Power over people. Power over life and death. That's not war. That's attrition. You're beating down people with nothing to do, with nothing to fight with. It's not a war. It's a slaughter. It's a butchery. It's homicidal. Suicidal. You'll be the one with the bomb back in your back. You'll be the one with the bomb in your back. There's no glory in that. There's no glory in the killing innocent children. They set in those bombs. There's no glory in it. He may try to convince you there is. That this is some kind of big party, some kind of big rock party. But it's not. It's human death, human suffering, human carnage. I know they try and recruit. They try and recruit people. But it's a sickness of human life. It's a sickness. It really has become a sickness. Because people think there's more glory in death than there is in life. The glory is in life, in the giving of life, the saving of life, the helping of life, the teaching of life, the molding of life. That's the difference. That's the difference. They're not molding you for tomorrow. They're putting AK-47s in their hands. And this is not right. This is not right. Children need to be children first. Wonder why children are killing children in this country? Because they're bullied, they're pushed, they're almost pushed. Because they see everything. They see this stuff. You see this stuff. You also see those who try to make it look like it's us. It's not us. It's not us. It's just a slaughter of human life. And that's all it is. It's all it'll ever be. They'll never be a hero. They'll never get a parade party. You run around and dance with their guns after killing innocent people. Where's the glory in that? Where's the hero in that? Where's the beginning? Where's the end? Where's the human being? Where's the human factor? You start executing and batting human lives. There's no human factor. People take and wipe out their life like it has no meaning. Get buried in a mud pile. No. This is not a war. That's what I said about finding the human factor. Finding the human factor. Are the people, the innocent, that just want to live their life. They want to go to school. Shot Mara. She wanted to go to school. Just because she wanted to go to school. People have got to be willing. If you want to join ISIS or any of the other groups, you got to realize that it's death, dishonor, and slaughter. That's all it is. You got a bunch of cowards that are hiding behind people who are hungry, haven't eaten, and are willing to kill to eat. So they get blinded by this turbulence of lies, deceit, deception, and dichotomy. And that's all it is. It's really all it is. That's all it is. And that's the sadness of human life. That's the sadness of human life. Since they're out there killing these people, don't even realize that they're killing, but the cowards who are leading them, the people that are leading them, will put themselves at risk. They're needed. Their life is worth more than yours. It's okay for you to put the suicide bomb on your back. But what about the leaders of these terrorist groups? What about the leaders of these terrorist groups? Allah Shab. What about people like that? Allah Shab. Allah Shab. He doesn't put a bomb on his back. He hides in the background. Bukhara, same thing. These leaders hide in the background. Assad, he hides in the background to save people's those palace and his troops. No, you're fighting a war amongst the innocent people. There's no glory going over there. There's no human factor over there. There's no human factor. But the human beings, they're being crushed, run over like a bulldozer by people. We have no value for human life. And that's all it is. That's all it will ever be. That's all it will ever be. And I've done videos saying bomb. Because somewhere you got to even a playing field. Somewhere you got to even a playing field. And Kurds and people are beginning to fight back now. They're beginning to pick up weapons to fight back. They're tired of dying without fighting. They shouldn't have to fight. Should be no war. Should be no war. But Assad had to open his butcher's mouth and start shooting and killing everything in sight. It's the guy with his own torture chamber. He's no better than the very ISIS he's fighting. He's no better than the very ISIS he's fighting. And religion has nothing to do with this. Religion has nothing to do with this. It's as far away from the Quran's meaning as you could ever get. It's an extremist meaning, yeah, but as far away from the Quran's real meaning as you can get. So I've read it long enough to know that they wanted peace. They were seekers of peace. Now they became seekers of war. Now, it's a sadness of human life that people kill people. People kill children. People beat people. People behead people. Over James Soloff, James Fowler Gilliam, covering the war. That's it. And the UK guy, what did he do? That aid worker, what did he do? The UN worker, what did he do? Nothing. Try to help save human lives. Try to abort them, butchering our prisoners, and sadism and whatnot. These are sadistic, non-empathetic killers with no value for human life. So you better think. People better think about it before they go over there and join. People better really sit down and think, what am I getting myself into? Because once you get in there, there's no way out. And you're going to be the guy with the bomb on your back. You're going to be the guy with the bomb on your back. That doesn't make you a hero. It makes you a murderer. It makes you homicidal. Maybe people, if you go over there and join, you think killing is some kind of big party. It's not. Many, many, many hundreds of thousands of innocent people are suffering because of these wars. Many millions, I should say. Many millions of innocent human lives are suffering because of this war. This is not a party. It's victimizing. It's victimizing. I want you to think they're some kind of glorified heroes. They're not heroes. They're murderers. Homicidal maniacs. And that's the truth of human life. That's the fact of human life. That's the reality of human life. So no matter how much you try to believe they're heroes, they're not heroes. When you kill innocent unarmed people, you beat women and drag them down the street, you rape women, you're not a hero. You're not a hero. How can you make yourself a hero? I raped a woman. I'm a big, powerful man. Big, powerful man. I raped a woman. I beat a kid to death. I gave a kid an 14-year-old kid. They went to Malaya. Drag kids out of there, Malaysia. Drag kids out of there, 14-year-old kids armed with rifles, go kill each other. That's not a war. It's called using, abusing the human factor. It's called using and abusing the human factor. They're sellouts. That's all they are. They're sellouts to the human factor. And that's the sadness of human life. It really is. It's degrading, it's demeaning, it's demoralizing. And there are millions and millions of innocent people there. They'll tell you the same thing. There's even that jihadist that says he wants to fight the war on terror. Because he understands. He understands now that this is not a war. This is not a holy war. This is a slaughter. It's a genocide. It's a wiping out of human lives. And that's all it is. All that it'll ever be. You can't change it. You can't deny it. You can't walk away from it. This is something you may start to lose. I hope people listen. Understand what I'm telling you is the truth. Find the human factor. Find the human factor. Not the other factor. Because they're going to lose in the end. In the end, they will lose. They will lose. And it won't be anymore. Sadness of human life. It really is. And people even have to make videos like this. It's just so degrading, so demeaning, so demoralizing. There are millions and millions, think about it. Millions and millions of innocent human lives in Syria and Iraq. Innocent human lives. Never committed an act of violence in their life. That's the sadness of human life. This is 7 billion human beings starting to lose.